All right, welcome everybody to the 2026 U.S. Open One Pocket Championship at GRIFF'S Bar and Billiards in sunny Las Vegas, Nevada. Got a good one. This is a B-side matchup. Jordan Holman, Mark Estiola. This is an elimination round, a double elimination bracket. And joining me in the booth shortly is Mr. Mike Louse from Huntington Beach. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the players are just getting warmed up. I was just going to take a look at the bracket here and kind of give people an update of what's going on in this tournament. Right now, the live matches that are going on, you got some good ones. Post up, Collins Newey and Melina Mike, they're live streaming table 20, which is Shane Van Boning and Justin Hall. Justin Hall up 3-2, looks like, in that one.
And game score or ball count?
No, actually, that might be ball count now that I'm looking at it. In Digital Pool, they do have the ball count. Okay. So unfortunately for you viewers, I do apologize. We don't have the ball count on the live stream at this point. EvoSports does have a one pocket scoreboard that allows you to track the ball count. However, we haven't completed the integration yet with Digital Pool. So they are using that integration so that the scores show up on the bracket and the links for the live stream show up on the bracket. But we'll be giving you the ball counts and trying to pay attention, I guess, as best we can. So that's going to challenge us remote commentators. So again, this tournament is in Las Vegas at GRIFF'S, and Mike and I are at our homes. I'm in Poulsbo, Washington. Mike's coming in from Huntington Beach, California. How's the weather over there in Huntington Beach, Mike?
It's really nice and sunny.
Yeah, I'm jealous. Yeah. It's raining here.
Oh, well, it's Washington, right?
It is.
My understanding of it.
And I am sort of deep in Western Washington. I'm not like Seattle. You go west of Seattle on the ferry and you go out into the forest, and that's where I live. So.
Are you out there near like Western Washington University?
I'm out by the Olympic Mountains, essentially.
Okay.
So.
Company I used to work for, well, still work for them. We just got bought by another company. It was based out of Woodinville.
Yeah, that's over there on the other side of the water by Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So in the Seattle area, I would say. I'm across the water from Seattle. So if you ever see the ferries taking off out of downtown, that's where they're going, is out to where I live. All right. So yeah, let's see. We've got some other games going on here. Yeah. So it does look like that's a ball count that I'm seeing here on the live scoring. So Hennessy is playing Josh Roberts in their first rack. Josh is up 2-1 in the ball count on that one. Shane Van Boning, Justin Hall are tied 3-3 in their ball count on their first rack. Steve Freeman and Miguel Salvia are at 2-2 with their ball count. Again, first rack. All of these are the 1 p.m. matches that are just getting started now. And Chris Lulick and Brad Collins on table 23. That one is just getting started. Same thing with Randy Walker and Adam Kroll. And then we have this match, Jordan Holman, Mark Estiola. I guess really some of the higher Fargo rated players that are on the B side in this bracket. So taking a look at what got them here. Let's see here. Mark Estiola lost to Carlo Beato 4-1. And Jordan Holman lost his first match to Sergio Rivas 4-1. It's just tough competition in this tournament for sure.
Definitely. Yeah. Estiola's pretty strong. As Fargo's up there near 800, isn't it? 790 something.
Yeah, it is. I believe they've got him in digital pool as a 779, I believe.
That's pretty strong. That matchup between Josh Roberts and Pinniger would be pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, I love watching Josh Roberts and Hennessy, both great one pocket players, great banks players. It's been a pleasure to watch these guys compete all week, but especially those players. Their favorite games are the action money games, banks, one pocket.
Yeah.
You see them playing a lot. And
I want to say Hennessy made the finals of this tournament, or was it this one, or was it Derby? He made the finals of the one pocket a couple of years back.
Yeah, I think that was a Derby.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the biggest one pocket events in the U.S. is Derby, I would say Buffaloes, and this one. In my opinion, those are probably your top 3 one pocket tournaments.
I would say so.
And a lot of these players, they've been hanging out at GRIFF'S for the last almost 2 weeks now. Some of them even were playing at the pro event at the Westgate and then coming over here right after that ended. So it's like a month-long Las Vegas.
That's a long time to be in Vegas.
Yeah, no kidding. I get kind of burned out after about 3 days. I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm done.
Yep. It's fun though. I spent a lot of time over at GRIFF'S playing. Been there for Swanee tournaments, some other tournaments. The Sam Lenschow. That's like a amateur 580 and under tournament that I used to go halves with a buddy of mine when he was rated low enough to get into it. But yeah, a lot of fun. Spent a lot of hours, a lot of late nights there.
For sure, GRIFF'S is one of my favorite pool halls ever.
It's incredible. Yeah, I agree.
It's a great place to play. So here we go with the coin toss. We'll find out who won the toss as we get started. High fives.
Looks like Mark got it.
Yep.
I'll do my best to keep up with the ball count.
Yeah, that's why it's easier to have 2 commentators. And we also have the chat. So if you guys also see something that we don't see with the ball counts or something, or a foul that we missed, make sure to hit us up in the chat. We're going to try our best to keep you guys updated with the ball count score. One pocket, one of my favorite games. Obviously, I'm not a professional player. I enjoy the game. I don't play it anywhere near the level that these guys do. But I definitely enjoy it a lot. I'll enjoy the strategy of it. All right, so here we go. Estiola to break. How's it look? Pretty good, actually. This is going to be a little bit tough to get started for Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, he probably would have liked to get his cue ball a little bit higher up the rail, probably cover up that 4 ball maybe. But I think he can do something off the 8. He's got a lot of options, I think, but he can do something. I think he can see the 4 and he can play off the 8.
Yeah, and you can't leave him a straight back bank.
Now, if he plays off the 8, he's probably going to want to try to bury him behind that 5 ball.
Yeah, you called it, but off the 8 and get behind the 5. This is where it's just, you got to be so incredibly accurate. Yeah, if you come up at all, now he's giving up the straight back with multiple balls. So it's definitely a high reward. That, I believe it's the pink stripe. I believe it's the 12 ball.
Right. He may need to play that 2 rails and may try to get it off the back of the 4 ball or something. I don't know if it may go clean. Looks like it's pretty close.
Yeah.
But if he misses the 8 ball, it looks like it wants to go a hair wide.
Yeah, and this, if it's played correctly, could get him 3 or 4 balls right off the bat. So that's where the advantage of the break really comes in one pocket. You can put him in a tough spot. Let's see how good he hits it. No, yeah, he played it kind of safe, making sure he doesn't sell out the 8, but now he's given the opportunity on a pretty straightforward bank back for Holman.
Yeah. You think Holman can hold his cue ball enough to avoid selling out the 5? Should he miss?
I don't think so. I think this one is maybe one that you're going to pull the trigger on, but because you have bringing the cue ball out, you get the 8 next and get started. I don't know.
Oh,
he did pull the trigger, and sometimes, and that's the thing about one pocket, it's a gambler's game because a lot of the shots that you take, you're gambling, right? To where you're saying, if I miss, I'm going to be selling out something, but if I make it, I'm getting this much reward. And so you're always weighing that risk and reward scenario.
Right. And you want to try to avoid taking shots that you can lose on, but can't win on, stuff like that.
Exactly. So really 2 errors, I would say, back to back from both players, missed banks. I don't think the 6 plays, Mike. What do you think? Doesn't look like
it. I get fooled by camera angles all the time. It looks like it could possibly go, but
I wonder if he's going to look at this, this 13-15 here potentially. No,
lined up on the 6, but I see what you're saying, and he could probably protect against or move the 8 on that shot if he had to.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Wow, that was really unfortunate. So obviously the 6 played, but that topspin just grabbed and threw the cue ball straight to the corner.
Right.
So ball count now is going to be 0-0 still.
0-0
right?
again.
Yeah. Spotting up the ball he just pocketed and the one he pocketed before. So back to 0-0. And Jordan with a good look. Ball in hand behind the line.
Trying to gauge what he might do. You think he's going to try to draw over and play the 9 or come up into the stack, maybe come up into the 3? And
yeah, I think he's playing for the 9 next.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Yeah.
Got a little flat.
Yeah, he's real flat. I wonder if he can jack up and draw this back for the 13 next.
The 12, I think that's still that pink 12. He can roll forward. Yeah, bank that ball.
I always mess up the pink stripe. It is the 12. Thank you.
Yeah, looks like he's just going to roll it and maybe play the bank on that 12. Oh, no.
Okay. Oh, well, if the 1 plays, yeah. So if the 1 has a path, then that's definitely, this is perfect angle. He can bump that 3 out and open up the pink 4.
I've been seeing this gentleman for a couple of years, but I think he's local to Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was a team member on that. Was it the Griffin Cup? I think that's what the event was called. The team match between Vegas and Arizona, or Nevada and Arizona, or something like that.
I think so.
Yeah, he's got a solid Fargo with 724, 725. That's pretty respectable. He's an awfully solid player.
Yeah, and one pocket is one of those games where Fargo rate doesn't mean as much, I guess. I mean, it tells you how well they probably execute, but it doesn't tell you anything about their one pocket strategy. And that's such a huge part of the game. You can have a 720 beat a 790, in one pocket just because they have better knowledge of the game. We saw that with, Pius Labuda when he first started coming to the US and playing at Derby. And, he was getting beat in one pocket by 650s, right?
Right.
And, now it's not possible because he's learned the game, but it just tells you execution is only part of it.
Wow. You guys keep all jump over the edge of the 3 ball, I think, right there.
Yeah, and that's where his run is going to end with 4. I believe that was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We see 11 balls on the table still. Yeah, so he's got 4 in. So the score is 4-0 in favor of Jordan.
What are his options here? Is that 2? I mean, I don't think he can get to the 213, but it looks pretty wired to his hole. He might be able to do something like a 3-railer on the 10, get in the neighborhood. I don't think he can get all the way to his pocket with that, but he might be able to get it near his pocket and bury the cue ball in the stack. Looks like he's lined up for something like that.
He's shooting at the 10, it looks like.
Yeah, I think he might be going 3 rails up near his hole like this. Yeah, just get it in on his side.
Yeah.
Played a real nice cue ball.
That's the strategy we're looking for. Yeah, and keeping that cue ball in the stack, moving stuff to your side. Anything that has a positive value is always what you're looking for in one pocket where you.
Yeah. And that shot did have some. Now ESTIOLA can't just leave the cue ball down table at all. You know.
Yeah, so
that's that 5 might go.
if it's not frozen to the 14 like I think it is, it may have a, yeah, he's looking at it. Sure.
He's going to need to run a cue ball through. This is a little bit risky because he could, slow his cue ball down and just sell out that 12. Oh, he hit it good.
Yeah, he hit that real good. All right, so
you can get out from here.
Yeah, 5
playing for 3. They're all up there in the open.
Yeah, 5-0 ball count in favor of Jordan.
I don't know if he can hold this for the 3, but I think he can play like 12-10-3 or 12-10-6 maybe if that goes by.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. Jeff Gray, I am near Bainbridge Island. Yes, correct.
Jeff Gray, how's it going, buddy? I know that guy.
Do you?
I've been bet him a couple times. Cool cat. Reminds me of Billy Bob Thornton a little bit.
Okay.
I have to mention that every time I see him on the chat somewhere.
All right, so is he going to try to blast that 12 out of the pocket? Yeah, good job. Nicely done.
Yeah. That's worked out real nice.
That is a unique talent to one pocket that you don't necessarily use in any other game. In pool, I think, is getting
balls out of the corner. Yeah.
Digging balls out of the corner. You have to
know.
A
very similar shot here on the 2 balls he did on that 10, that 3 railer that he put the 10 where it is now. You can do something similar here. And you get another one to his side.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, I see it.
But he's got to be careful not to sell out that 15 off the 14, though. That looks like it has a lot of potential.
Good speed.
Yes, very nice cue ball.
And ball count still 5-0 in favor of Jordan. We don't have a ton of viewers on this stream yet because, well, for one, there's a lot less viewers that like to watch one pocket versus 10 ball or 8 ball. But for 2, we've got a lot of matches going on that are streamed at GRIFF'S. So a lot of choices. And obviously SVB kind of takes.
He's not going to be happy about that. He's trying to get him doubled up there and just misjudged that hit on the 2 ball.
So he was trying to double up the 10-2 so that it didn't play.
Right.
Right. And now he's given up.
Kind of both of them.
Yeah. How do you play this? Do you kind of take a risk here a little bit and try to jack up and hit the 10 with a little bit?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. I don't either because I'm just going to play for 1 and put that cue ball down maybe to the bottom rail. I don't know.
Yeah, this is where you got to be careful. This is where you could lose a game from nowhere.
Yeah, when you're up 5-0, that's when you take less risk.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with that. That seems to be the, what do they call it? The consensus, or yeah. Oh no.
Okay. Opportunity now finally for Mark. He hasn't really had a whole lot of opportunity except for in the very beginning of the match.
I think this 3 can be crossed. I mean, it's risky.
Yeah, he's missed it pretty wide. He was worried about the double kiss. And Jordan, a straight back on the 3, a chance to get more. He doesn't get there, but he does block the, I'm pretty sure he's, no, maybe he hasn't blocked the 3. I think Mark can see it to maybe do something with it here.
Even if he can't see it, he's got a reasonable chance of crossing it right rail first towards this hole, and probably maybe running this cue ball into the 2.
And if he's feeling a little frisky, he also has the 12 that he could take, but that's going to sell out, right? So you lose the game if you miss that one.
Right.
There you go. I like that one.
A nice shot.
Yeah, just hit it a little bit light, but he had to, so that he didn't sell out the 2. He had to make sure that cue ball didn't cross the line and go above the 2.
Jordan's got a nice way to put this 6. I don't think he can make it in this hole, but he should be able to get it very close to his hole and go forward and protect the 6 without selling too much. You could probably cross the 12 as well. Similar results.
Yeah, playing mostly cue ball there.
Right. So he's going to try to cross this 12 to the 3. This is
yeah. How does he?
kind of betting the game here a little bit.
He's going to get the cue ball back to the stack or all the way. Oh my goodness!
What a shot!
Oh, look at that! What a
And he got him doubled
shot.
up. So that was a great cue ball. Great shot.
Yeah, that was a little risky, but yeah, you're right. He had him doubled up, but I don't know if that. I mean, actually, maybe not, because that 10 actually has room, So that definitely has some.
Still very tight. I would dare my opponent to shoot from way down there.
Yeah, especially if you've left a couple balls right near your hole, then the risk factor goes up.
So I've got now 5-1 for ball count, I believe.
Thank you. Yep, 5-1. And Mark really taking his time with this one. Is he eyeing up the 7?
This will be Jordan shooting here, isn't it?
Oh, no, because Mark had made the 3, didn't he? He made the 3 ball.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Well played shot. Wow.
And he got an extra ball out of it. I'd probably go ahead and take the 6 now.
If it plays, yeah, I think you're right. There's nothing that's wired in the stack that you can count on, so those balls are pretty much dead until they get loosened up a bit.
Right. You might be swinging around to the middle of the table or something like that to get on this 12, or maybe he's trying to hold it. I can't tell.
He was trying to hold it, and that caused
right in between. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the stack is pretty dead as far as nothing is wired. So let's see what he can do. Just move. Yeah, move several over to his hole, get him on the backside of the 2. Well played shot. So let's see that opener from ESTIOLA to get going in this rack.
The game here a little bit.
He's going to get the cue ball back to the stack or all the way. Oh my goodness.
What a shot.
Oh, look at that. What a crap. Yeah, that was a good one to get going.
I think he can see this 14 full in the face. I mean, he should be able to clear it out of there and stick his rock.
So the ball count is 5-3 in favor of Jordan. Is that correct?
Yeah, must be.
Yeah, because there's 7 balls left on the table. Okay, cool.
What do? You play this kind of 14 with a little bit of high karate and just get your cue ball locked up down in that corner?
Yeah, I like that. High karate. I like that term. Yeah, with a lot of the top, so it hits the rail and just holds it there.
Yep.
Yeah, from this distance, that's definitely doable. See how he likes to play it. That's
came up a little higher. He did great with the cue ball, but that 14 is not anywhere near where he probably wanted it.
Well, I don't know that he did all that great because he came up a little high. That I don't know if that
the 12 banks. Yeah.
The 12 banks safely. I don't know. Yeah, I don't
think say safely because even if he stops his ball, I mean that 11 would be cuttable from there, or maybe playable off the.
And I don't. Yeah, and I think that the best case scenario is he could hold the cue ball to like right here, you know, because of the angle that he'd have to bank it, and he might be going for this. So he's just gonna let the cue ball. Oh, wow. Straight to the hole. So that's his second scratch, and that puts him down to 2. So score now is 5-2 in favor of Jordan. Mark, second scratch of the rack.
So a 10-2 bank the 6? Or unless that combination wired up pretty good, the 6-9 or whatever, and then
I'm taking a look at that. Well, but he only needs 3, right? So if you only need 3, I'm going 10-11 for the 3 balls that I need to get out of the rack.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I mean, if it's wired, then that's fine, right? But it doesn't need to be.
That should be game.
It is wired. It is wired. He says, that's easier than the 11. I don't need to do anything.
Well, when you can throw your shoe at the ball and make it, that's pretty handy.
Yeah. He could have probably ran 3 more out of this rack. So good shooting from Jordan to start off the match. The B side is raced to 3. So it's now game count in favor of Jordan 1-0.
That's huge. Yeah,
and the break.
You'd figure to be the underdog on paper broke the first serve. That's a huge upgrade.
All right, so both players like breaking from the right side. See how good. 10 leaked out a little bit, but he's done really good with covering. those 2 balls that went towards his pocket.
Yeah, definitely. That 15 is a huge threat.
So Mark going to have to start off with trying to come off of this 10 with the cue ball, bringing him probably somewhere, I would say like right there is ideal.
Or he may just have a straight one rail kick at the 15 if he wants to kind of do something. So because I think the 10 is blocking a little bit of the banking lane for the 3, so it would have been slightly safer. I think he's going to move the 10 out of the way. If he doesn't get behind the 15, he will leave a bank on something. Oh, he was trying to cut that ball.
He was trying to back cut that 10 and completely missed it. Pops the 6 out of there.
He got away with it a little bit, kind of.
I think so. I think he might play this 11 into the 15 potentially, because you can also play that in a safe way here. But
I would probably deal with the 10. You got to double bank the 10, something like that. Stick your ball and try to draw your ball back to that second diamond somewhere so you can protect the 3 and the 15.
Get the cue ball over to the stack, maybe.
That didn't go as well as he was hoping. We'd like to have done a little bit better with the cue ball.
Well, it's not terrible, but yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, he wants that. He wanted to have ideally that cue ball just nice and tucked in there, but
yeah, right.
I don't think that he's given up anything. Yeah.
Come off that 12 and go forward and behind the 15, I want to say.
Yeah, and then splash the stack to his side.
Well, he might have just left a
one railer.
Yeah, easy shot on the 3.
Yeah, with automatic position for the 15 to get going, and then there's several balls that play.
Yeah, this is a runnable rack. If he gets this 3 ball down, he's a threat to get out here.
It looked like it curved off a little bit.
He kind of a touch.
You see that? Yeah, like I'm gonna watch that again. It looked like it drifted a little bit. Maybe it hit a little piece of chalk on the table or something. When you hit them at a slow speed, that can happen.
Much to Estiola's relief, I'm guessing, because that would have been very easily 2-0 deficit.
It could have been, yeah. Did you see the in the Banks final with SVB and Mora where Shane hit the bank shot on the 8 and it just toilet bowled around the side pocket and
I
came
saw
back
a clip
out?
of it this morning. Yeah, I didn't catch that entire match. I saw some of it. What a great match. John Mora, what a heater. And he's still, he's not out of this one, right? He's still on the winner side here.
Yeah.
I mean, he must be just playing out of his mind.
He's playing
great player. I'm a fan of his already, but I mean, for him to win the 10 ball and the Banks in the same series of tournaments is a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, and then potentially he still has the 1 pocket too.
Right, that would be something. Yeah, I'm almost cheering for him now.
Yeah, he's playing some of the best pool of his life. He's always been a great player, but
yeah,
he's doing something extra special right now in his game.
He just kind of crossed over some sort of a plateau or invisible hurdle of some sort. You know what I mean? It feels like he just kind of broke free. He didn't have any major wins, did he? Like big event wins. I don't think he has any majors.
Sorry, I just got distracted with a message here. I might have to be right back. I'll be right back. Just so 1 second. Sorry.
All right. I may have lost a little bit of track of who's shooting which pocket. I want to say Estiola's shooting in the pocket closest to where his cue ball is right now.
Yeah, that is correct. So this is Mark's pocket. And this is Jordan's pocket for you guys, but those will disappear
Okay.
Slowly. Well, this is looking like it might be going to an up table game soon here a little bit, but this is an unusual rack of one pocket to have the balls this spread out. Usually you have
Right. Yeah.
big stack in the middle. And so this is where you got to be real careful because so many of the balls are playable to both players' pockets that one good shot can give you a 5 or 7 ball run or more.
I'm kind of far from an expert on one pocket strategy, but generally speaking, I would expect someone who already has a lead of some sort to start pushing balls up table, but at 0-0, I don't know if I've seen too much of that.
You don't see that very often. Yeah. Oof.
He might have sold that 5. Maybe not.
Yeah, only the players would know. We don't really have the ability to get down on the ball like they could, but he doesn't seem to be looking at it. So
It doesn't appear that he can get to the left hemisphere of that 5 ball with the cue ball.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the part of the game where I just kind of let the players play. I don't really know what to do. I'm not going to try to guess because there's, one pocket, there's just so many possibilities. And there's not one right way to do it each shot when you have all these different options. So let's see what he likes. Kicking at the 7, productive, but somebody's going to make an error here. It's a matter of like
this ball. You might be able to. Well, he doesn't look like he's looking at it. I was thinking he could possibly cross the 7 and dig the 2 out of the pocket a little bit on the same shot, but he may be slightly off of that angle.
Okay, it looks like he's taking a player break. I just saw him put his cue away and walk away. I think his bladder is full or something, and he's got to go take a break. So that's a good time for me to take a break as well. I'll be right back.
All right. Nobody else wants to chat with us, huh?
I see DAGB King in the chat asking what table is Shane playing on now. I believe that Shane is on table 20. Let's take a look. No, Shane is playing on table 24. It's not a stream table, so you wouldn't be able to watch that one right now.
Is he still playing Justin Hall?
No, it says he's playing Jake Goal.
Oh, okay.
Okay, back to the action. Now that Jordan has had his bathroom break, he's had a chance to decide what to do. I think this is going to come with some risk. Yeah, it's going to come with a little bit of risk. He got the double kiss on the cue ball that sent it back up past the 13.
Yeah, that's going to be trouble.
And still no points have been scored yet in this rack. All 15 balls are still on the table, but Mark now has the first opportunity to really get something going. And like we said earlier, this rack has already opened up so much that the first person who gets the opportunity is going to have a huge advantage of the rack.
I wonder if he's going to try to go up into this 12-8 and free that up a little bit, give himself a potential couple extra balls to choose from.
That's a good point. I think that's a really high likelihood, because if he can open up the 12-8, he has all 8 ball. He'll have 8 points available to his pocket. Pretty available. It's a matter of getting on all of those balls. Plus, it's a nice stopper for the 7, right? So, yeah, good call, Mike.
Looks like Justin Hall beat Shane Van Boning 4-3.
Okay. Wow.
Evan Lunda and John Morris scheduled for 3:30 this afternoon. That's exciting. What a great matchup that should be.
What table is that scheduled to be on?
I don't know.
Sorry. Sometimes they don't have the table numbers in the schedule yet. You know, the tournament director will just add them in later. So
yeah, nice cue ball there. He may have just about enough angle to split this 11-5.
So he has 2 balls in, playing for 6. Wow.
Great shot.
Yeah, really good cue ball control there. You can see him taking a lot of time on each shot because he knows that this is his opportunity to win the rack. You don't want to finish this turn without a rack win, because you only get so many opportunities like that.
So what's next here? He's got to come up for the 1 or the 4.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's the idea. I like the 4 ball next. It seems the more natural ball to get on. Oh, he likes the 1, but he's not going to get either. So could be the end of his run, missing that position. He's made 5. He's playing for 3 now.
Looks like he's considering doubling this 5 ball. he left enough of a look at it that Jordan could probably make it.
Yeah, he sure did.
So I think the ball count is 5 for Mark, 0 for Jordan so far.
I believe you're right. 5-0 in favor of Mark. That's not going to have enough gas to get there. And
Mark just got away with it, not selling that 11.
Well, I don't know that for sure. You think it's?
I don't think he can see enough of the 11 to put it down the rail, and he's gonna probably want to deal with this 5 ball.
Yeah, even if he could see it, it's.
Well, if he had a shot at it, I think he would shoot it. It's an easy enough shot for a guy of his caliber that he would almost definitely fire at it, but I don't think he can see it.
Sorry about that. It's my driveway alarm just went off.
Okay. I'm sure we'll be hearing from my dog anytime now.
The beeping. I'm going to turn that off.
Look at this one. Wow. What a shot.
All right. What did I miss?
He played that combination, the 6-11 combination down the rail and made it.
Wow.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Did you hit
take care of the cue ball?
Did you happen to hit the save replay button by chance?
I didn't.
Okay.
I'm new. I'm a noob.
That's all right. I'm watching it back on YouTube. That was a really nice shot. And it was fairly safe too, knowing that he had him kind of doubled up on the side rail there.
Right.
And is he going to try to bank the 5? He didn't get low enough with the cue ball to have a good opportunity to bank the 5 back. He is calling it. I mean,
maybe trying to cross it. Did he cross it with inside? I just
can't. He doesn't.
Just clearing it.
Yeah, I think ideally he wanted that cue ball on the bottom rail so he could bring it, have the shot at pocketing that 5. But okay, so ball count now is, so that was 2 for Mark there. Yeah, it's 5-2, I believe, in favor of Jordan.
Did Jordan get a couple?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I was still thinking about the previous rack. Yeah, my bad. No, so it's so it's 7-0, right?
I believe it is. Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan has not made a ball yet. So yeah, and this is where you play ultra tight. You know, if you're
freezing a cue ball against the rail like that's a great start. That's pretty helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really hard to come back from a 7-0 deficit in one pocket against a good player that knows how to play and shoots well. It's just really, really tough because they're just not going to take many chances. They're going to tie stuff up and try to force an error, force you to go for something that you don't really want. Well, he actually did give him something here. He did give up some 8 ball, and you could float the cue ball straight down to the bottom rail and play the bank on the.
Yeah, you could do that. There's nowhere that's safe from. Should he miss it, there's nowhere he's gonna be able to put the cue ball to keep him from making that 4. But
that's true. He has to make this 8, and he does. He got perfect bank shape.
Do you have to cross it or just pinch it a little bit?
I think it's just
straight.
Yeah, stiffen it up a little bit. Should be able to.
Perf. Okay.
He's got on the board with a couple of balls there. So 7-2 score now in favor of Mark.
Do you think that 5 would bank past the 15?
I was just thinking that too. I was going to ask you what you like, but that's what I'm looking at as well, because I think you can play that in a pretty safe way.
I think you can kind of go forward. You might just be able to nuzzle into that 214 and stick them up on that rail someplace.
I think that
out too much.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I would try. It's not completely risk-free, but it definitely.
Well, if he rubs that, so if he was to rub the 15 going by, that 5 would sail up towards his opponent's hole a little more. So that'd be.
Yeah. You did a good job. Good job keeping the cue ball to the bottom rail.
Yep.
Good speed. Yeah, he might have left a straight back on the 5.
Yeah, he can even play a little bit of position on the 15 ball from here. Sure, he would have taken that.
Yeah, just a little off the mark. But 7-2, is that still correct ball count?
Yes.
Yeah, 7-2 in favor of Mark.
Mark could get this 5 close to his hole if he really wanted to kind of risk it a little bit. I mean, he might risk selling out something if he tried all that, but I'm not sure what he's looking at. Well, there's a freebie.
Yeah, it's a pretty free shot, isn't it?
Did he hit it? Nope.
A little short. The speed and the angle, just a little bit.
We'll be seeing a repeat of the last exchange. That was a hugely productive sharp shot for Mark. He just basically tied up almost everything on the table that had a chance to go to Jordan's hole.
Yeah, good point. The 6 might still play, but yeah, it just made it a lot more difficult for Jordan to be able to get any kind of a run going if he does make a ball. Now everything's tied up for both. All right. This is where the real craftiness comes into play in one pocket. Trying to outsmart the other guy.
I wonder how close that 9-14 combo is to wired up.
Well,
that was interesting.
Not close now. Yeah, that was interesting.
You don't see that strategy employed too often.
Help
your opponent out massively.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming he was wanting to get that cue ball stuck behind the 14 there so that he was kind of locked up and have stuff available to his pocket. But
to free up all the balls, that your opponent might need to win the game was, you don't see that a lot.
That was a really conservative shot from Jordan, I think. I don't know.
I don't mind it so much getting the ball on his side and really, just making sure he doesn't leave an easy bank.
Yeah, but with all the balls tied up, I mean, I think Mark's going to fire this. This is a game-winning, rack-winning bank shot here.
Right.
Doesn't have to play position for anything, and he's not selling out the whole rack if he doesn't make it.
And he made it.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what Jordan was really looking for there. Yeah, I get the value of getting a ball to your side, but I think he was trying to do a little something more with the cue ball than what he got.
Right. I'm going to step away for 20 seconds. I'll be right back.
All right, no problem. So rack count is 1-1. I'll give you guys an update on the matches that are in play right now. Looks like Chris Lulick and Brad Collins are tied 7-7 in the ball count. And they're on their first rack. 54 minutes in on their first rack. It's on table 23. All right, so this break left some things to be desired. Definitely gave him an open look. Jordan coming in underneath the 12. Let's see. What does Mark have here? That was a pretty good shot. Looks like he's going to fire at the 15 and lock up to the stack. Oh, he's going with the 4-ball, bring the cue ball to the other side.
He almost has it where he can bank the 6 into the stack, like into the 7, and run his cue ball up under the 12 ball, conceivably. Something, maybe.
Oh, that was really nicely done. Got him tucked in there nicely on the 12 ball.
Yeah, he did. He's got him trapped in here pretty good.
Yep.
Then he just come off the 12 real light and just send his cue ball to the other long rail. It did rock.
Yep. That's about the best he could have hoped for, really.
So maybe he's playing through the 1 ball and trying to get his cue ball back in that same spot. Okay. Just kicking at the 12.
Yeah, I was thinking that he might do that same shot again off of the 1 and come back behind the 12, but maybe.
I think the reason he didn't is because the one ball would just end up on his opponent's side. It wasn't advantageous for him.
Yeah.
To move the one where it wanted to go. I don't see a lot here. It's not very good. He wanted to freeze that on the back of the 9 ball.
Yeah, this looks like Jordan's got the opportunity to bring that 1 right back to the pocket and then get more here. I mean, it is risky.
Even if he opts not to do that, he looks like he still has a way to clear a few away from his opponent's hole.
Yeah, he's firing.
It looks a little tricky to avoid the kiss here.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Might have to twist it a little bit to get it to go, but wonder if he's going to play this in a more safe manner. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's a smarter play. You're not putting all your chips in the middle.
I think he might have left this bank on the 1.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate. That could have come up nicely to get behind the 11, but it didn't. And so the ball count is, if there is, let's see.
I think it's
0.
They're all
0-0 still. I think that's about to change right here. Mark ESTIOLA a chance to load up the scoreboard a little bit with some points. And he's got the 1 and the 9.
And that's probably 11, the game.
11, 6, 12, 7, 3. We'll all play. The 3 will play after. But
the 5, the 13, the 15, all those things. So he's got a bunch of balls to choose from here. I think it's probably going to be an out here. Be a little bit surprising if it's not.
Yeah, once he gets the 11 and 6 out, then everything is open. So he was trying to come around to play the 7 on that shot.
Is that past the 12? I guess.
I have to assume, well, maybe unless he was trying to come around to play the 6 next.
If he had to, he could draw for the 7 here. I think he's flat enough. He can get between the 7, 8 if he stroked it nice.
Yeah, I think so. He is putting draw on it, so probably going to come draw into the 3 ball basically. No, I was able to stun it right off the rail. Great shot.
That appeared to be a little straighter than that from my angle, so I didn't know he could do all that.
I was thinking that too. I didn't really think that he had the angle to come out that perfect.
Not with that soft a hit,
Right.
Yeah, it'll be pretty surprising if Jordan's able to get back to this table.
Yeah, a chance for an 8 and out for Mark. Had the chance for the 8 and out on the last rack. Didn't get it, but got the rack anyway. Came a little short on the last ball, but This one, I think, it's got so many options here. Literally, I see, 6 of the 7, 7 of the balls, and he only needs
3. You should
3.
3 now.
So he's got lots of chances.
A plethora of choices, right?
Do you think he's going to try to stun through this window here on this and get up on either the 15 or 13?
I can't tell a straight. If not, he can just draw back for the 5.
Yep.
Or the 3.
Or
Even
the
straighter,
3.
even straighter than I thought.
Yeah. 3 ball. And then come over for the 5. 5
Yeah.
or 15 or 13, wherever he gets, right? I mean, it's sort of like you have a big margin of error for the position here for the last ball.
Kind of like 8 ball. You just play into an area where you have a few choices. You're awfully comfortable.
Yeah. 8 ball or straight pool, I guess, would be also comparable to that.
Right.
He's just making sure he needs 1.
Another game I have not enough knowledge or experience of.
What's that?
Straight pool, yeah.
Okay.
I used to play a little bit quite a while back. I mean, my high run's like 50. It's nothing special.
So good out from Mark. And that was just one of those racks where one mistake, just not getting behind the 11 from Jordan. He played that bank shot pretty conservatively, not going for the make, going for the safety. Doesn't really get there and sails out the 1 rail bank, and then the easy 8 and out for Mark. That's all she wrote for rack number 3. And Estiola on the hill now. How's his break? I don't like it as much as I liked his other breaks. I think that he's got the 12 ball and you can freeze him to the stack, move the 12 over to his side.
Or just go forward.
Or go forward, keep him on the rail.
Oh, okay. Thought he was going to make that combo. That would have been devastating.
Yeah, but he definitely caused some problems right off the break. Now your opponent has taken the advantage away from you. It happens that fast in one pocket. The break is such a critical shot, making sure that you're staying behind the stack and you're not giving anything like that to switch the advantage over. I think somebody told me once in one pocket, the break is worth about a ball and a half, 2 balls advantage. Or should be.
Yeah, well, when the level of play gets this high, that comes into play. Oh, no.
Oh, that's going to be really bad for Jordan.
Great shot, yeah.
I understand what he was trying to do, just wasn't able to execute it the way he wanted. But this rack is, obviously right now, not a lot playable to Mark's pocket after the 4, unless he can get a lot of insight on this. And do you think he could try to come to this position over here with the cue ball?
I mean, it's possible, but when you're elevated like this and you try to put English on it, gets awfully tough to control everything.
Right. Just make sure you make the ball. He did loosen some stuff up in the stack.
He's going to clear these out and stop his rock. Put his rock in the pack somewhere.
Yep. Just take the 1 ball, move a couple things over to your side, clear the pocket.
He gets enough of his 8 ball. Can he get across this 8? Maybe.
He's looking at it.
Might have a bank at 15 as well, conceivably.
He's looking real close at that 8 ball. Good control, keeping him behind the 6. Ball count favoring Mark, 1-0.
That's a foul.
Ooh, that is a foul, wasn't it?
It was a double hit for sure.
It had to be a double hit.
The ball up
yeah. You don't see that very often. So ball count is now 0-0.
And the layout of the balls favors Jordan pretty heavily. I think the way the balls sit favors Jordan by quite a bit.
Yeah, that was a huge error for Mark. He's given up opportunity for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially more. Yeah, we might be seeing Hill in this match. I like the speed of play that these guys play with.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Some guys do a lot of thinking. It gets a little tedious to watch.
And to commentate too, when you're commentating one pocket, it's nice when the action is flowing. But yeah, watching as well, it can be a little bit tough.
Yeah, like Paggy Lyon might be the best one pocket player on the planet, but like he can stand over a ball for a while.
Yeah, he does that infamous head scratch. He's just standing there scratching his head over and over.
I've seen him give up some huge spots to guys who played decent one pocket. It's crazy. 18-4 stuff like against guys that I wouldn't play even.
Now, do you get any good one pocket action out there in the Huntington Beach area? Or
there's a couple guys that like to play a one pocket. Yeah. Any good action? I don't see a bunch of big one pocket games, honestly, but occasionally, you get one of the guys playing 1,000 a game, stuff like that. There's a guy, he's not a professional caliber player, but his one pocket game's pretty solid. Matt Hardwick, you may have heard of him. He plays tournaments around at least the Western United States. Plays decent one pocket. His Fargo's 6-15 or something like that, but he likes one pocket a lot, and he's willing to gamble at it pretty high.
That's good. It's a good game. It's a good game to bet on. Because
lots of infinite number of ways to handicap it.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so that's the end of the run for Jordan. He ends up getting 6. Is that what I see here? Let's see. What do we have left? 1, 2,
5. 3. I would say 5.
Oh yeah, I missed the 9 ball that was sitting by the pocket as I was counting them. So yeah, he's got 5 in. So 5-0.
Done really well with his cue ball. He's put Mark in a pretty tough spot. Well, he's going to bunt this to the rail. But
how big was that cueing error from Estiola?
I think he left a shot at the 7 here.
You're right.
It was massive.
Yeah, it was it was -1 for him and +5 for Jordan. So that was a 6-ball swing on that cueing error. And then this next error on the very next shot, I think you're right. I think he's given up the 7, and Jordan playing for 3 has a chance to potentially close out the rack. See what he gets out of this. He's overcut it, and he's made the ball for Mark. So that's going to be 5-1 ball count.
5-1 ball count. He may have left a freebie on this 4 ball.
Yeah.
The 4 ball can be crossed without a scratch, and you shouldn't sell out the 7.
That is certainly what he's looking at.
Well, he left the 7 more makeable than he probably wanted to.
Yeah, I don't think that he's going to attack the 7
No, probably not.
in this situation. I think he has to get that 4 taken care of. Just come in behind it and pop it loose.
I'd still like to be able to protect the 7, but
It's not really much that there's nothing around really for him to protect with. Right. I mean, I don't know.
going one railer on the 11 ball. Oh, no.
Oh, look at this. If it doesn't go, he's giving up the 12. Oh, man.
Hard to see how much angle he's got on it, but I mean, he would like to be able to get his cue ball back all the way over to the long rail. Maybe he could double up the 9-11 and still have a shot on something. Does the 14 or 15 pass?
I don't know. I don't think the 15 does. It's possible that the 14 does, but
if he feels like he's a massive favorite to just to pocket the 11 ball with no risk, he'll probably just play shape and cross on the 4 ball and try to get out.
I think so. I think that's what we're going to see is the 12 is the pink stripe. Yeah, the 12 4, and then
7,
and then the 7 if he can get it. That's your out of the rack there.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, all of them come with risk, being that the 11 is just hanging in this Mark's pocket. But I think it's worth it to take it because I'm not gambling with my money, Mike. I'm gambling with theirs, so I'm saying it's worth it.
You'll say you miss it. What, like, other than the 11 ball, like what goes? The 4 ball goes to Mark's hole.
Right.
There's not very many balls. He doesn't have a lot of shots.
Right. So you're looking at what are you giving up if you don't make this? But he's made it, and he's fallen on the 4 perfect to float down to the 7. Here. Yeah, yep. He should be out here. Yeah, we're going to see a hill game.
Nice.
Yep, well done. Concedes the rack. And Mark ESTIOLA to break the hill rack. And if there's ever time for a good break, this is it. He's facing elimination. Both players are. Elimination from the tournament. And this is the last tournament at GRIFF'S. We started this U.S. Open Series about 8 days ago with 10 ball. Then moved to 8 ball, then banks, and 1 pocket is the finale of this event.
Was this the first U.S. Open banks tournament? I don't remember hearing of that before.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I've got my stats here. Let me take a look. Nope. This is the U.S. Open Banks event has been going on since 2004, actually.
Is that right? Gee.
And the first winner of that was first held at the Plaza Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, and the first winner was Shannon Dalton, defeated Marco Marquez.
In the banks?
In banks. Last year, let's see if we got enough people in the chat. I can do trivia now. So I've got about 35 people in the chat. Somebody might know. Let's do that. Who won last year's 2025 Banks Championship for the U.S. Open at GRIFF'S? Let's see if our viewers have some knowledge here. And I'll give you guys a hint. It was not Shane Van Boening. just in case anybody just wants to fire a guess in there that's probably likely to be accurate. Shane was not first or second last year.
Well, you got me stumped. Of course, I didn't even know there was a tournament last year. So
I'm just trying to get the chat engaged. You guys are, it's kind of dry in here. Help us out.
Come on, people.
Yeah. Well, I know we're not, One Pocket just doesn't get the volume of viewers that Rotation and other games get. So I enjoy it. And obviously the 35 people watching enjoy it. Yeah, there we go. Frank Black, you got it. It was
Ivan Corteza.
Ivan Corteza. And for extra credit, do you know who got runner up?
I was just catching a piece of Lee Van's last match not too earlier today, and people in the chat were indicating they thought it was time for him to retire and pack it up for some reason. Guy's still winning tournaments. He's a world champion. I mean,
yeah,
like
he's been playing great.
He runs deep in a lot of tournaments.
That was a great kick shot from Jordan. Or no, sorry, it was Mark Estiola with a great kick shot to get that 9 ball in. And let's see, stay on top of ball count here. So I took my eye off of the, so it's just 1-0.
In favor of Mark?
Yes, he kicked the 9 ball in with no future, but got himself a point on the board to get started in this hill rack. Frank Black, no, it was not SVB. And since you're the only one guessing in the chat, I'll go ahead and give up the answer. The runner-up last year was Evan Lunda. Look at this bank, and that's not going to go either. Coming straight back.
And there's a shot on this 3 ball.
Yeah, he needed that to go because this 3, the cue ball can play off of the 12 to bring it over. So I believe both the 14 and the 10 both play to the pocket. So
the 15 and the 7 both might. They're both close but tight looking.
I think that's the 13 there and the 7.
Oh,
right
you're
here.
right.
Yeah. But yeah, they look close, but it's hard to tell from the camera view if they do go. But we'll find out.
You catch that match? I want to say it was last year. Don't remember. It was probably the U.S. Open 1 Pocket, if I remember correctly. I'm almost sure it was at GRIFF'S where Evan Lunda was playing Chohan and made the
incredible, yeah.
Oh my God.
It was the most incredible 8 and out I think I've ever seen in 1 Pocket.
Same, yeah.
Yeah. I wish I had a clip of that I could play back.
Oh no,
that would be really
terrible.
Yeah, that was really brutal. That was a brutal error from Jordan. Although he, yeah, no, that was bad. This could be potentially fatal here. I'm seeing a lot of balls that play to that pocket for Mark.
Yeah, you got the 1, the 12. I think the 8 goes through. The 7 probably passes.
See how good he can get the cue ball. Yes, I was going to say, did he miss that 12? He was kind of using the body language to get the cue ball to move past that 12.
Well, if he rubbed it, probably the end of his run already.
Right. It was tight.
He may have the angle to come back and get the 5 after this one.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if 14 plays or the 7. We'll find out.
It's hard to tell.
And like you said, he could play for the 5.
He didn't.
No, he didn't. He nudged the 13.
The 8 goes.
Yeah, okay, so he's playing for the 8. So he's playing for 5 now. He's got 3 in.
If he plays the 8 and then maybe bumps the 2 coming out, he may have the 11. The 11 could be the end of the run, though.
So playing for 5. See what he gets after this. I wonder if he's going to kind of come into the 2 here. No.
That 15 must go or something.
I think so. I can't see that he would be playing for a combo out of the 4 that are over there.
And he's got 4. I want to say he's playing for 4.
He's playing for 4 now, and I think the 15 goes, and I think he's going to run into the 2 for position, and then that opens up the 2-4 for balls to get on after the 11.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Governor called. Well, I think Jordan probably starts out with this 5-3 combination, I'm thinking.
Yeah, so Jordan has a 0 ball count, but definitely has an opportunity for several here.
Yeah, they all pass to the pocket. He has to play a nice cue ball, but he's got a lot of potential here. He could get out.
Yeah. So Mark finished his run with only 4 balls. I definitely assumed he was going to get more than that, if not all of them there. So
would he come around here inside English and play for maybe the 10 or the 14, or come outside, play for the 13?
I think outside and play for the 13, but
just got to float across the spot a little bit. Oh, he went inside. Got himself too much angle here.
Yeah, that did not work out like he wanted. He might have to just pocket that 15 and just say, I'm done from here. And
well, I mean, he still got a shot on the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, it looks like it. I mean, to me, it looks like it barely goes, passing the 14, and then it's a serious cut. You're losing your cue ball. You're selling out the rack. You literally, you pretty much will lose the rack if you miss this shot.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm not going to take that risk. I'm just going to give him his 5th ball with that 15 and maybe try to hook him in the jaws of the pocket, corner hook him or something kind of in there. But
he looks like he's going to nut up and take this.
Yep. He's gambling. Let's see if it pays off. It's not a huge gamble. He's a favorite to make the ball, but he does lose the cue ball a little bit here with ability to really know exactly what's going to happen. Oh, he's played it off.
He grazed the ball and still got it.
I wonder if he actually played for that.
I can't imagine. So
I can't imagine that he did either. So that's
he
really,
got away with a little bit of murder. That's cool. Good for him.
yeah, right.
But
Wow.
he's still in a tough situation.
He grazed it and it went dead center.
I mean, he kind of got about as good a shape as he could hope to get, which is not great, but I wonder if he still feels compelled to shoot. Because any miss here is probably the game.
He's already got his gambling shoes on. I mean, after that one, so hey.
But I think he has a window to go through and just pocket that 15 if he so chooses.
Well, I think if he makes this 6, I think he wins. It potentially wins the rack here.
Well, yeah.
He's got the chance to. So that's a good reward, but it's also a loss. You're
a very missable shot too.
Yeah, you're looking at getting into a spot where it's either winning or losing the rack on one shot potentially, and that's.
Then you got to worry about crazy stuff like scratching off the 4 on the side or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely in play. I think if he hits this 6, I think he hits it with a lot of draw, brings the cue ball back to the bottom rail. I don't know.
Well, he is cueing very low. What a shot.
Whew. Man.
What a shot.
Nerves of steel.
He showed a lot of heart right there.
Yeah, it really did.
It was smooth too. He stroked that real nice.
Yeah, I mean, both shots were aggressive, to get started in this. He's just realizing, you only get so many opportunities. Sometimes you have to just bear down and take it and fire and do the best you can. And that's what he's doing here. He got real straight on this 2 ball.
Jordan with a 5-4 lead in ball count now. This lays where you could draw up table and back for the 13 if you wanted to. It's about, the correct distance between the balls straight enough. I think he's going to draw all the way up and back and try to get on the 13 ball here.
Beautiful draw stroke. And now he's playing for 2 now. He's got the 13. He can just come into the 7. He's checking to make sure his ball count is accurate. It is
6-4 is what I have.
Yeah, 6-4 is what I have as well. Confirmed. So Jordan playing for 2.
Just got to make one more nice shot, just stun his ball into that 7. And
he's home free.
Home free. That's all you got to do.
Oh, yeah, it's easy, right?
Like, playing against the champion. And yeah.
Sure. No problem. Man, he's showing a lot of guts. Oh, he's not. Look at this. He's going to bail. After all that risk, he's bailing out now.
Oh,
almost didn't drop. That's, I'm a little surprised. I thought all of the risk that he took to get to that point, he decided to bail at this point when that looked like one of the easier opportunities out of all of them. Yeah. But he chose, it's like he's got the 6, now a 6-5 advantage, not much, very thin advantage. And the balls don't really favor him that much either, so yeah, that's an interesting decision, isn't it? Of why he chose to bail out in that spot.
Oh, something in his gut, I guess. He just is going with it.
I mean, I was bailing out after the first one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we were going to bail out and not even shoot that 10 ball.
Right, yeah. I wasn't even going to get started on that run.
He figured he used up all his luck, kissing that one off that other ball and still making it.
Yeah, he made some great shots to get himself in a winning spot. And now he's kind of rolling the dice with, now he's got the chance again. Does he want to take it on from a harder spot? 13, what do you come into the 7? You're playing for 2, so
I don't think I would do that.
I don't think so either. I don't think the reward is there. The risk certainly is. It just depends. How do you come in? You know, if you come into the 7, does a 7 go off the rail and back towards your corner? And
Well, I mean, I wonder if he could
spot
load up with a ton of outside and bank the 11 towards his hole and clear the stack of balls and run his cue ball back up to the short, to the head end of the table. We're real thin with a bunch of low outside and just try to miss that stack, and you should be able to get the 11 pretty close to your hole. And at the same time, the cue ball down near that lower left pocket as we're looking at it. Maybe. I don't love this. Unless he's just certain he can play this and like bury the cue ball behind the 11 or something like that, because this is a easy way to sell out a bank on the 14.
Yeah, it looks complicated.
Well, he's shooting at something.
Just going to lay up underneath the 11. He's just
That's a free bank at the 11. You can run forward.
It is.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is free.
I feel like he could get his, run his cue ball up into, this area.
Yep. A lot more time being taken now in the decisions, both players knowing. The match is on the line. Jordan needing 2, Mark needing 3. Is that right? Mark has 5, Jordan has 6.
Correct.
Yep. Oh, that was a nifty shot.
Yeah,
like the better than, it was better than the 11 because he got his cue ball where you said he banked the 11. But this way he has 2 balls now as a threat.
That went well.
Didn't take Jordan long to see that one.
That turned out real nice.
Yeah, I like his cue ball being stuck frozen to the bottom rail. Limits the kind of the ability to do certain things for Mark.
I think he's probably just across the 11 to his side of the table and try to leave his cue ball up in that corner pocket at the head of the table. Maybe. Nope.
Meanwhile, on other tables, Hennessy is up on the hill 2-0 over Jose Perica.
Is this not a bankable strike ball here? Is that the 13?
Yeah, that is the 13. It does look bankable. However, being the cue ball so close to the rail, how do you really protect the cue ball effectively here?
Whoa. He's really going vertical here.
Yeah, he's jacking.
Derail this?
Jacking way up.
Oh, no.
Just playing cue ball.
Did pretty good with the cue ball.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm still going back to that decision from Jordan earlier in the rack to bail out at the point that he did. I mean, I have to think, if Jordan doesn't win this rack, he's going to go back to that decision in his mind of, was that the right choice? Because he turned it into a moving game.
Yeah.
Maybe he just figured that
he would almost certainly be over by now if he opted to shoot at the ball one way or the other, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So he looks like he's playing on this 13 ball. He must feel he can hold his cue ball up on the other, the end of the table. Slow roll this. Oh, that's a good shot.
And he just trickles it in.
Playing for one. Let's see here.
Yep.
Is he one rail or three?
I think you can one rail the 11. I think. No, he's just punting. He's playing the conservative, strategic approach, taking his lead. He's got a 7-5 lead in ball count. Going to force Mark to try to put a ball in play, but look at this. Great shot. There's a two-railer from Mark Estiola. And the game is getting closer now. I mean, this is heating up. Match is on the line. What are the odds we're going to see a game of one ball, one pocket here to decide who wins the match? And look at this.
Not quite.
That's not going to go, but what a great two-railer from Mark. We'll check that out again on the replay.
Well, it was free, basically.
Put a ball in play, but look at this. Great shot. There's
just soft kick this.
I think so. Yeah.
Could have been better.
Yeah. He's given up the free, potentially the free bank if he can twist this in. And then we're playing for one. We're both playing for one if he does.
Well, and if he's able to bank this ball, there is a three railer on the 14, I believe.
These are the kind of shots that are pretty unique to one pocket where you're twisting it with English, getting it to that spin to grab when it hits the bottom rail. And
he hit it good.
He didn't hit it hard enough.
Maybe not hard enough, but it's pretty good.
Well, did he? He did.
And he got good for the three railer.
Unbelievable. And and now he's playing for the three railer to win the match. And I'm telling you, Mike, I am 100% certain that Jordan is really going to be second guessing his decision to bail out when he had the 15.
Yeah.
I know I keep going back to that, but I feel like I want to be there so I can kind of ask him, like why there, in that spot,
pivotal moment in the rack.
Because he could have chose to bail out at any point during that run out and pocket that 15 like that, Here we go. Three railer, well short of the mark.
And here's our one ball, one pocket game.
Yep. For the match, both players needing one. Hill on the rack score and Hill on the ball score.
Wonder if he'd bring out his inner Tony Chohan and kick at this two rails towards his pocket.
It's so fun to watch Tony play one pocket and pull stuff off like that because he just does shots that normal people.
He's just got a beautiful cue ball. He knows the kicking game incredibly well. Like he's pretty incredible. A great player.
Three railer. Nope. Straight back. Didn't get it to twist enough. Did he? He did. Mark Estiola takes it down. Hill. Congratulations to Mark Estiola. And I gotta say, Jordan, man,
And what a nice match by Jordan too. Jordan played really well.
He played incredibly well. I mean, he just took some incredible risk, and you know, it was paying off for him, and he decided to, you know,
thought he was pushing his luck.
Yeah. Well, they're going to end the stream for us, so we're probably going to get cut off here in a second. Thanks everybody for watching and tuning in. There's lots more action to come. We got stream tables going. Table 20 is post up. Mike DeWalder and Mike Najarian are playing right now on table 20. That's also, everything is on GRIFF'S TV YouTube channel. The EvoSports tables right now is just table 22 that's going, which is actually that's this one. Never mind. So after this one ends, tune over to table 20. But we got more action coming at 3:30. We got some great A-side matchups, and so hopefully we'll see some of you guys over there in the chat. And take this time to thank Mike Laus for volunteering his time. Thank you so much for the commentary.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Looking forward to trying again one of these times.
Okay. Hopefully we'll see you at 3:30 if you have time. But yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right. We'll see you. Thanks, everybody.